up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Kara Corey here, and today we are going to make a delicious chocolate chip skillet cookie that you're going to bake in the oven. So what you're going to start by doing is preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and for the actual skillet cookie, I did find one of these cute little skillet pans at Target, I believe I got this. Or worst case scenario, throw these ingredients into a microwave safe bowl and just nuke it. But the skillet is kind of the essence because we want it to get that crusty outside and that melty delicious inside. For our protein skillet cookie, you guys can choose what flavor you want. It's not going to probably be a deal breaker, but today I'm going to use the MTS Way in ice cream sandwich. So that is going to be what we use for our protein, and you guys could use your per vitamin vegan protein that you have laying around. You could do that too, whatever you want. Make sure you have a bowl set aside. We're going to just mix all our shit together. So to get started, we are going to go ahead with our wet ingredients. And I've got here, kind of looks nasty now, but this is just one egg yolk. I actually threw out the egg white. We are just using the yolk for the purpose of this recipe. The other fat source that we're gonna use some coconut oil, and I already went ahead and melted 5 grams of coconut oil in the microwave. So go ahead and pour that into your egg yolk. We're gonna add in some pure vanilla extract, basically just using everything I have left. Now for dry ingredients, for the protein, I've got measured out a half a scoop of protein. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump that in there. That wasn't the protein. You're gonna put your half a scoop of protein in there. What I did before that was put your flour in there, and I am using the whole wheat flour. You guys can use whatever flour you want. If you want to make it gluten-free, you totally can. I personally like the whole wheat flour best for this recipe, and that was 1/4 of a cup. We'll put the rest of that in there. And for sweeteners, I'm using a combination of Splenda and Splenda brown sugar. So you don't have to use both, but I do feel like the combination of the regular Splenda and the Splenda brown really gives it that great, nice sweetness we need. So 1 tablespoon of each. And for your Splenda brown, or if you want to just use regular brown sugar, you can too. Pack it right in there, pop it right in there. You pack it and you pop it. And then lastly, I'm gonna add some pink salt in there because a little bit of salt, it just adds a nice flavor to the sweetness. Little crunch of that. There's chocolate chips flying at me everywhere. Now we're gonna go ahead and mix that all up. It's probably gonna be dry as shit when you mix it up at first. So what you're gonna do is have a little milk on hand, and you're going to just add just a little bit of milk, just the littlest bit. Don't get crazy with it now, just like a tablespoon at a time. If you don't trust yourself, use your tablespoon. So I think I'm gonna go in with just one more, not even a full tablespoon, just a little bit. I can already smell the cookie dough smell. Now optional, but I feel like it's not optional if you're making a chocolate chip cookie. You kind of need the chocolate chips in there. They're freaking falling everywhere. We're gonna add a half a tablespoon of chocolate chips. I use the little mini chips. I feel like it goes a lot further because they're tinier, so it just, you know, helps cover more surface area than if you use the regular big chippers. We've got our skillet that I've already hooked up with my Pam spray. I'm gonna eat that chocolate chip, and we're gonna plop this into our little skillet pan. I don't know if it's gonna drip out if I go to show it to you. See it? Can you see that? That's going in the oven, 400 degrees. I'm gonna cook it for like 8 to 10 minutes. I don't want mine overcooked. I personally like my skillet cookie to be a little bit soft in the middle still. So that's what we're gonna do. All right guys, I finished baking the skillet cookie. I left it in a little bit longer than 10 minutes just to make sure I got the outsides a nice little crispy cookie consistency, and then the middle is still nice and soft. So this recipe is to serve one person, so you've got a pretty good size portion of your cookie. If you want, you could add a little ice cream on top, a little fat-free whipped cream, something like that to dress it up and have your own dessert right at home. And this will definitely be way less calories than if you went out and bought a skillet cookie at a restaurant. So hope you guys try this recipe out. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section if you liked it below. See you in the next one.